The best pocket watchers. My name is Stack.
I'm Grounded.
Welcome back to another episode of Stacked and Grounded, where we break down the stories behind your money, your government, and sometimes your favorite sports team.
The first topic of the day will be going over the Portland Trail Blazers coach. He was charged in a illegal poker operation tied to the Mafia. The second topic will be about the Walmart CEO announcing a hiring freeze for 3 years to focus on AI and automation. And our last topic will be talking about President Donald Trump announcing plans to resume canceling student debt.
We are gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Now, you may have heard of him, but his name is Chauncey Billups. He is currently the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. Chauncey was drafted in 1997 and he ended up leaving the NBA in 2014. He played for a lot of teams. He played for the Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Detroit Pistons, New York Knicks, and Los Angeles Clippers.
According to Google, it says that Chauncey Billups' career earnings was $106.8 million. But see, that did not stop him from putting his hand in the honey pot. Got millions, still stealing.
Billups was arrested on Thursday, October 16th in Oregon. The claim is that Billups attracted high-income individuals to poker games led by the Mafia, and these games were tricked. They would use high-tech devices in order to read the cards,
X-ray tables, and special contact lenses. Man, y'all are crazy.
It's really a trip because we're now seeing this more often than not. Like Terry Rozier, he was also just arrested for this.
How do you make millions in your lifetime and still do this?
Well, Grounded, you just don't want to put yourself in positions like that, especially if you already got a ton of money. The power of greed is so powerful. It can turn millionaires to criminals.
This stuff took place over several states and several years. And Chauncey isn't the only one to get caught up with this. Terry Rozier was also arrested. Scary Terry's gonna be scared in jail. And like we said, it ties back to the Mafia. New York's 4 biggest crime families are involved in this. It's also the factor that they might be getting threatened by the Mafia. They're doing this and hurting the little guy. All those people who are on those sports betting apps, just know you are not going to win. You should understand how serious this is because the FBI had to step in and they've been investigating this for the past 4 years.
But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling.
All right, on to the next one. Next, we're going to talk about Walmart's 3-year hiring freeze to focus on AI.
Man, they're putting the workforce in a chokehold again. What are they doing?
The Walmart CEO, Doug McMillon, announced on October 7, 2025 that the company will freeze its corporate and warehouse hiring for 3 years. The reason for this move is a part of a strategic automation initiative to improve efficiency and reduce costs. This will affect Walmart's 2.1 million workers.
Ultimately, McMillan isn't trying to fire anybody, but he encourages his employees to upskill themselves so that way they can learn AI technology and they can still be a part of the company.
Walmart has not publicly disclosed how much exactly they're going to be investing into AI, but we can definitely assume that they're going to be putting it into AI-powered logistics, robotics, and inventory prediction systems.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
And the people who are currently working there need to keep their head on a swivel. Yo, better be learning Java.
And of course, this did not come without any backlash. Labor groups like United for Respect criticized the freeze, warning it could lead to large-scale layoffs disguised as automation transitions. I also briefly touched on it in the last video, but whenever big companies try to focus on AI, of course they don't want to be left behind since it's such a big thing right now. but letting robots control almost the entire workforce, it comes with strong economic pullback.
For example, right now, Walmart, being one of the biggest grocery retailers in rural areas, deciding to not hire people to focus on AI. Now let's just imagine if just most of the companies end up switching to AI. Where are the job openings going to be? How much more skilled and underpaid do you want these people to be? No matter what, this seems like a huge lose-lose situation for the economy as a whole. According to Google, job openings fell by over 17% year over year to 17 million in September, the lowest level in 3 years.
So now it's like, where are the humans going to work at this point? It sounds like we gotta go underground and start over. The translation being that Walmart is trading workers for robots. This is corporate talk for cost cutting with a smile.
Yeah, and they're saying it'll create tech jobs. But how many cashiers gonna turn into data scientists overnight?
Alright, so before I get mad, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all about Trump's plan to resume canceling student debt. This comes after a lawsuit from the American Federation of Teachers. I'm not gonna go fully into that lawsuit. If you want more information about that, you can do your research. But what you really need to know is that the Trump administration has agreed to resume student loan forgiveness for an estimated 2.5 million borrowers.
That's great news for the students. I'ma clack my hoods for y'all.
The Trump administration must cancel student debt for eligible borrowers. The plans included are the IDR plans, the pay as you earn, public service loan forgiveness plans, and income contingent repayment plans.
So if you are in any of those plans, just know that you are in luck. Also, some Democrats call it hypocritical after Trump's previous opposition to Biden's debt relief efforts.
Man, Trump always knows how to stir the pot. He's talking about canceling the same debt his party sued to block. You can't make this up.
Ed, Duckman, everybody else may kowtow to you now, but not me!
Bernice, things around here will be a little different from now on.
Sounds good.
He went from pay your loans to I'll pay your loans. Man, 2025 politics is built different.
That's all I have for those stories, but before you go, I do want to quickly give y'all just one more story that I'm sure y'all have heard about recently. A lady named Livy Rose Henderson. She posted 2 TikTok posts claiming that she was essayed while door dashing.
Here's the synopsis. Livy was door dashing whenever she got an order, and she was told to leave the food at the door. When she arrived, the door was open and you can clearly see him on the couch with his meat out. She dropped the food off, left, reported it to DoorDash, reported it to the police. At this point, that's all you really need to know about how the situation went down. But what happened after, I'll let Livy explain that.
Hey guys, I just lost my job and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. On October 12, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. That's fucked up. 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember?
Damn, she sounds annoying.
So Livy was fired from DoorDash after she posted that full clip that you just seen on her TikTok. Now, I'm gonna just say now, my personal opinion, I don't think she should have been fired for this. But what I do know is that a lot of companies have a policy against social media, especially if it has anything to do with the company. So what they were probably looking at was the fact that she posted that situation on her social media. I don't think that was a very wise decision by her.
But you get a face full of dick unexpectedly. How would you react?
It's truly a sad situation because Livy went through something that no one should ever have to go through and then lost her job on top of it because she posted that situation on her social media. If anything, I think that her TikTok clip was spreading awareness at the fact that this is happening.
DoorDash just doesn't want their gooner customers to be insulted.
But what the detectives on social media did, they looked into her background, and honestly, it's a lot of stuff that can also hurt her case.
I was kicked out of this apartment 6 months ago. Nobody is currently living in it. How did I get in? That's a secret I'll never tell. I just want to say that a milk just dropped off my McDonald's. Thank you, Sue. You have my address. Come back sometime. Come back when your shift's over.
I think if she's gonna do it, she should just go ahead and sue. All this crying on social media is not gonna help anything. You better call Saul. If that man has some ring footage, you better hope that she didn't open that door.
I can't hit my protein. 52 bomber blood clot pussy wagon chicken nugget.
Either way, I'm gonna wish Livy the best. I know that when one door closes, another one opens, and in my life that has happened every single time. So I have confidence for her that she'll find the light at the end of the tunnel. Anyways, my name is Stack.
My name is Grounded.
Thank you all for tuning into the video. This is another breakdown for you guys, mostly talking about corruption in sports, automation in business, and confusion in politics, but mainly it's all about your pockets, man.
And through it all, people are just trying to keep their pockets safe, which is why you're here with us, the world's greatest pocket watchers.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel for more finance and culture deep dives. Let's build.